Guys, welcome back. It's the boy Adamslink. So let's quickly discuss about this Ukraine, Russia, and Nigerians, Africans in Ukraine currently who are trying to cross to Poland because Poland has opened their border widely to all Ukrainians and people in Ukraine who do not have valid documents. Well, yesterday, there were a lot of complaints from Nigeria and other countries, and we, Nigeria government, immediately reached out to Poland ambassador. She came though, and she explained that no Nigeria is being treated that way, that everybody is being treated equally. So according to Nigerians there, they just made us understand that it is not Poland authorities that are stopping blacks from crossing the border. That is actually the Ukraine force that are stopping the blacks from crossing. Ukraine force wants all Ukrainians to cross first before blacks. Regarding if you come there first, as long as you are black, you're going to stay outside first until other white people come, they pass. That's exactly what's happening. And guess what? We they here, they do hashtag support Ukraine, support this. We are here doing hashtag. And meanwhile, you guys are in a way not allowing blacks to pass. Why? Why? Well, there are few videos to back these claims. People who are currently on ground making videos. They forgot we have this thing called social media. Well, check out this narration, guys.
Actually, we are at the Ukrainian side of the border that connects us to Polish side of the border. Both of them are not far away from each other. They're not up to 1 minute away from each other by distance. But the Ukrainians are the ones that have blocked this border, not allowing us to cross to get to the Poland side, because there was an order given by the president not to allow people from 18 years to 60 years, they should male to cross, that they should come and fight. But we are foreigners. All other foreigners are here, both Nigerians and all that. They're not allowing us to go. Even our the black women are not allowed to go. Even with their kids, they are not allowed to cross the border. We need the Nigerian authorities to talk to the Ukrainian people to allow the Nigerians to identify themselves and cross through this border and get to the Poland side of the border and get our way back to Nigeria.
What rubbish! Just because of my skin color, I can't enter this train because of my skin type. Oh, I can't enter because I'm a black girl. I can't enter this train.
Well, I think our Nigeria authorities should immediately react to that and assist them as well, because honestly, they have done their best. They have posted it online, and I think the next thing for the government to act is blacks, not only Nigeria. There are South Africans there, there are Ghanaians there, there are other countries, citizens who are there as well to study and to do other trading or whatsoever. So please, allow them to pass. Allow them to pass. Of course, the president of Ukraine has given order that they should not allow 18 years to something not to pass. That they should come back to, of course, join the army. But all those people are foreigners. Allow them passage. And also, we saw Chelsea FC owner Roman Abramovich stepped down following Russia invasion of Ukraine. According to him, he said, "During my nearly 20 years ownership of Chelsea FC, I have always viewed my role as a custodian of the club, whose job it is ensuring that we are as successful as we can be today, as well as build for the future, while also playing a positive role in our community. I have always taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart. I remain committed to these values. This is why I am today giving trustee of Chelsea Charitable Foundation the stewards and care of the FC. I believe that currently they are in the best position to look after the interests of the club, players, staff, and fans. Abramovich's decision to step back come after several MP made it clear they thought the Chelsea owner shouldn't be in charge of the Euro champions due to his alleged link to President Putin. Well, he has stepped down. It's not as if he's stepping down as the owner, but he's stepping down, stepping back from the activities of Chelsea FC. So it's even good because they might issue him a sanction or maybe try to cripple Chelsea FC stock or whatsoever. So it's good that he's stepping down and allowing other people to take over for now. So pending when they can resolve this whole Russia and Ukraine thing that is going on. And let's come back to Nigeria a little bit, and let's talk about our politics. And of course, we know about Atiku and Tinubu definitely running. So Obasanjo, former president, told Atiku, allow youth to take over. Why do you want to compete for 2023 general election? Atiku said, check this out.
When are you declaring, sir? The world is waiting for your declaration. When are you declaring, sir?
We will let you know now. We will give a formal announcement.
Are you confident that you are going to get a ticket for your party?
Have I ever failed to get the ticket?
Yes. No, this time around, I want to know. Maybe you are so confident.
I'm confident. I'm confident.
Sir, they are talking about age. That the elderly people should allow youth to take over. What do you say to that?
Let the youth compete now. It's competition. It's democracy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, honestly, he's absolutely correct. You cannot stop a living man from not competing because you think is too old or maybe he's sick or whatsoever. It's a democracy. Anybody can compete. And Atiku is liable, is fit to compete. So there's nothing that will hold him back. The youth will also come out to compete. And thank God the president have signed the new electoral bill. So let's hope for the best. And also Tinubu, former Lagos State governor, of course, one of the godfather of APC, has asked Nigeria to ignore rumors that he is sick. According to him, he said, I have this brain and the capacity. If you hear them saying he's sick, I didn't apply for the job of race running. I didn't apply for a job of bricklaying. I went to school to study accountancy and management. I didn't apply for a job of grave digging. I have applied for a job of brain and intelligence. Focus thinking. The job I want to do for Nigeria is for Nigeria to be greater and be proud of itself, our children, and we leave a legacy of success, unlimited success for our great children. That's coming from Tinubu. For those of you who say he's too old, he's telling you that he never applied for a job of bricklaying, of cutting grass that requires heavy duty, that require heavy amount of power. He's applying for a job that requires your brain and the way you think. So why are you guys troubling him about being old, all this and that? Well, let's move past that, and let's also talk about what Reno Mokore has to say about Black Africa inferiority complex is deep. We prefer to do business with Europeans than with fellow Africans. We meet white people and smile. We meet fellow Africans and frown. War in an African country is ignored, but we weep and wail over war in Russia, Ukraine. Well, Reno Mokore is trying as much as possible to let you know that the war you are clamoring for, that is not actually what you're supposed to be clamoring or crying for. we have an active war in Africa that needs our urgent attention, not the one versus Ukraine versus Russia. He also said, I just laugh at Nigerians that are calling this Russia-Ukraine conflicts World War III. If you really want to see the real World War III, let every firstborn child of a Nigerian marriage do DNA test. The result of DNA test will result in the World War III that Nigeria are talking about. But seriously, as Black Africans, let us learn to put things into proper perspective, not into CNN perspective, not elevate a regional conflict into a global conflict. The Russia-Ukraine war is not a world war. The Ethiopia Tigray war, which has killed 150,000 people, is more deserving of African focus. Well, I'm still going to read more about that Ethiopia fighting, and I thank you for some of you who have able to share a little bit more light that Tigray is a state. See, it's a state in Ethiopia. Well, I'm still going to read more of that. Honestly, I never knew about that. Let me be completely honest. I never knew about such things happening in Africa. And this one is coming from Femi Fani Kayode. He said, Poland and the other European nations that border the Ukraine are allowing fleeing Ukrainians, Indians, Arabs, and other nationals to cross their border and take refuge in their country. The only people they are banning are Black Africans. And right now, there are hundreds of African students stranded on the Polish border. Worst of all is the fact that the Ukrainians themselves are not allowing Africa to board the free transit that they are provided for Ukrainians and other nationals to leave the Ukraine and flee to Europe. There are reports that the Ukrainian police got on this free transit and removed all the Africans, saying that had to stay while they allow nationals from all other countries, including India, etc., to proceed. That is how low down the ladder Africans are now. It is so sad. I am glad that BBC has reported it. Treating Nigerians and other Africans with such contempt is unacceptable. Do our people not have the right to flee from Russia bomb and save their lives? This is nothing but pure racism and is evil. Even when they are fighting and people are dying, the Europeans are still denying some people access to their borders simply because of their skin color. How wicked can they be? Polish border has allowed everyone in. But Ukraine and we here are fighting for you. We are crying, we are begging, praying for angels to fall on behalf of you guys. But you know, they do this one to our own people. It's like Beno, honestly. Well, let us move past that. Let's talk about entertainment a little bit. Still politics though, involving Davido. You know, Davido family are currently in a war with each other. So there's, you know the dancing senator, Davido's uncle, is about to be the next governor. He's running for governorship election in Osun State. And again, in Adeleke's family, another Davido's uncle is trying to compete with this dancing senator. You know, family conflict. And Davido and his family are not happy with this uncle fighting this uncle. So Davido, of course, few weeks ago decided to come out to curse out this particular uncle for trying to run a race with the dancing senator. So Davido said, Adogudo of Oshu PDP respect the court. You now don't start this nonsense again 2022. I will cast any goddamn soul. Free and fair election is what we want. Then a elderly man decided to respond to Davido, and the elderly man said, Davido should stay far away from Adegudo because it is his father's friend. Insulting Adegudo will ruin Dr. Deji Adeleke in the mud. Don't meddle in politics. Adegudo is far above your level. This is serious warning, like serious. Then Davido the man also said, Davido goes personal, threatens Abayomi for insulting his dad. Did all forget Adegudo is someone's dad? Adegudo is dad to your mate. Forget that. My children are even older than you, more educated and brilliant, doing well than a bragging illiterate called Davido. Shit Peking and God time fools like you. My children study for their certificate, result not possessed. This man is really coming for Davido, seriously. And Davido shared a little bit of the message between this particular man and himself. And also Davido said, no embarrass my children. No embarrass your children. Now your pikin go tell you that the Davido posted your picture. Ugly MF. Well, Davido is a politician, so he's a politician. And don't be surprised in the nearest future you will see Davido contesting